Hey guys, Mecha-san here with more little viewer request reaction videos here. We've got here the top 10 worst Nickelodeon shows from Watchmojo. I mean, if it's worst Nickelodeon shows, the odds are I never watched it. Oh, and if there are and if any of them are recent, well, the odds are I've never even heard about them because for a while now I haven't had Nickelodeon on my TV, so I don't know, but let's see here. I'm curious to know what's the worst. Because I wonder which one I actually watched and actually enjoyed as a kid.
Just because it's a kids network doesn't mean you get to slip in quality. Welcome to Watchmojo.com. And today we're carrying out our picks for the top 10
Fanboy and
worst
Chum
shows
Chum.
on
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
I never watched that. Even like,
Before we begin, we publish new content
And
every
Sheen?
day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel
Sheen's
and
World?
ring the bell
No,
to get
no.
notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at what's considered some of the worst live-action and animated programs to ever air on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I
or
never saw
Nicktoons
that either.
By TV fans, critics, or both. If you like any of these shows,
They can?
more power to you. But
Wow.
for most people, these series were either
Oh, the
boring,
butt ugly
distasteful,
Martians!
or just plain not worth the green slime they were made of. Number 10, Planet Sheen.
Yeah.
Do not push this button.
Sheen Estevez has a pretty good life in
Yeah.
the original Jimmy Neutron series. However, he leaves all that behind in this spin-off when he stupidly blasts himself off to a far-off planet that basically worships him for some odd reason.
Does it?
No.
Or does it?
While the original series
No.
had clever humor and solid visuals, many believed that Planet Sheen's imagery was painful to the eyes, and the only joke is Sheen himself, showing why he really should have stayed a supporting character. The series ended before Sheen ever returned to Earth.
Good.
Not that he seemed to particularly care. Sure, he was working on the damaged rocket, but he honestly seemed perfectly content to have left his family and friends behind.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, now I got a lot to teach you.
Teach
Yeah,
me?
Carl.
Number 9, But Ugly.
Okay, yeah, Planet Sheen. I mean, Sheen is good as a side character, but he can't carry a show. And the Butt Ugly Martians, really? I don't know. I remember this is one of those shows where I watched and I did enjoy. I didn't have any problem with it. I mean, it's a bunch of Martians that were supposed to conquer Earth, but once they saw everything they got, it's like, you know what? No, we kind of like it here. It's like, we're not going to conquer Earth, but we still got to send reports to our leaders about our conquests, so they keep making these fake intel reports. While still enjoying like a music career, skateboarding, eating ice cream, and occasionally fight in these mech suits, which, well, more power armor, but yeah, I don't mind these guys.
Ugly Martians.
BKM! BKM! BKM!
Eh,
Three Martians sent to conquer Earth fall in love with the planet
Yep.
and decide to fool their gullible emperor with fake reports while they have fun with 3 teens and preteens, occasionally going toe-to-toe with a bumbling alien hunter voiced
Yeah,
by
this
the late
guy.
Robert Stack.
I ate those 3 Martians, so don't go looking for them.
yeah, they
Hey, Muldoon, you the man.
Though an interesting concept on paper, people thought the final product fell flat, thanks to tacky writing and stock characters. Worst of all was the animation and character design, which put the butt ugly in the series title. The humans looked arguably even worse than the aliens.
Eh.
The series ran for 26 episodes, before ending on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
setting up for a
that
second
sucks.
season that thankfully never happened.
I don't know. I mean, the second season
Number 8,
could have.
Marvin.
I don't know. I think the second season, if they've improved the imagery and yeah, it could have worked. I don't know. I liked it. I watched it and I did enjoy it.
And Marvin.
I'll take you places, make you treats, but first,
Marvin,
a
Marvin?
Kryptonian back rub.
YouTube
To
celebrity
what?
Lucas Crookshank got the chance to star in 2 Nickelodeon sitcoms.
Read the show?
And they both bombed horribly. One of those hot messes features Crookshank as Marvin, an alien disguised as a human teenager trying to adapt to life on Earth with the help of his adopted family.
Night Force.
When was 2000? Okay, yeah. Then I think by this time, yeah, Nickelodeon was pulled from my cable service, so never heard of it. In fact, can I just skip this? You know, I'm skipping this bullshit. The Nick Cannon show.
Number 7, The Nick Cannon Show.
Oh!
Yo, what's up, students? Nick Cannon is here. I'm taking over your school. What's up?
After his role in smash hit All That,
I love that.
Nick Cannon landed his
Yeah.
own short-lived spin-off series.
What's how's he doing, by the way? I think I've seen it a few times after, but and I knew about this
Comedy
show.
has Nick taking over an everyday place or scenario to match his more outrageous vision. We even meet a few familiar faces along the way, including his All That character, Latanya.
This is where they shoot the show, y'all.
Latanya, wow.
While Nick himself has charisma, the show itself is pretty forgettable. Trying to act as both a comedy and a semi-reality series feels
Will
off-kilter
Smith?
and boring. Not to mention the premise of Nick changing things for his amusement every week was just too bizarre for viewers. The
Really?
series finally ended
Well, I
due to
never
low
watched the
ratings.
show, so
Come up with a scientific method to determine how fast food really is. Drop it off the side of a building.
oh, okay, yeah. Okay, this kind of thing works as like a YouTube show, but it's an actual show. So yeah.
Ah, bullseye.
Number 6, Breadwinners.
Buckle up, duckies, cause we got a rocket.
Okay, yeah, this one I have heard about
The
and
creators of the
knew.
original Breadwinners YouTube short were reportedly shocked when Nickelodeon greenlit this for television. And they're not the only ones.
Is it not a beautiful day to deliver bread?
Yep, yep.
The series follows
Deliver.
2 anthropomorphic ducks who fly around in their rocket van, delivering bread to
They're
other
ducks?
individuals in a strange video game-inspired world. While it aimed for a younger audience, there's no sustenance.
I couldn't-
The morals are half-baked,
I-
the voices are loud
they're
and
ducks.
obnoxious, the pacing is suffocating, and people felt constantly tortured with horrible rapping and heavy uses of toilet humor.
Buns, big baby buns. Shake those big baby buns.
Sitting down to watch this travesty is no way to break bread. And trust us,
Ah.
this series' wordplay is even worse than ours.
We got a sneak peek up in your beak. We got a sneak peek up in your beak.
Number 5,
Ah.
Awesomeness TV.
Awesomeness TV.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Anthony, and together we're known as
Smosh.
Adapted from the YouTube
Smosh?
channel of the same name, this
Wait,
sketch
what?
comedy, which was first hosted by Victorious' Daniela Monet, and later by miscellaneous teen celebrities, features skits, music videos, and all kinds of hidden camera shenanigans, both new and reused from YouTube. Contrary to the title, few found anything awesome about this show. At
Yeah.
all. The jokes are dry attempts to connect with a modern audience, but ultimately come off as dated
Hey,
and
Wednesday
unfunny,
Addams.
despite what the overused laugh track might suggest. Top it off with lazy editing and sloppy cinematography, and you get a very harsh life lesson. Just because it's funny on YouTube doesn't always mean it's good for television.
Yeah, agreed.
face. You're good.
Okay. Number 4, Rob Dyrdek's Wild Grinders.
Wild Grinder!
Again,
This
yeah.
series follows Lil Rob, voiced by creator and real-life skateboarder Rob Dyrdek, and his gang in search of thrills and shenanigans. as they
Yes,
take to
I've
the
also
streets.
heard about
Oh, and they
this.
have a talking dog. Because
How about
why
that?
not?
I can't believe he fell for that. Wanna play? Click.
It's been labeled a ripoff of the Nicktoon Rocket Power, and it's not hard to see why. It tries to
Yeah.
appeal to the cool skateboarding crowd.
Even
and fails
okay, I
miserably.
watched Rocket
As if the
Power
tacky
and
animation and the bland
what
voice
while they
acting
did,
weren't
I
enough,
remember enjoying it.
Characters
But
are walking
this?
stereotypes in a boring, unfunny narrative.
Man, we can't keep filming the same uninspired tricks in the same old spot.
If it's as loosely based on Dyrdek's actual life as it claims, then it doesn't do his life or its intended audience justice.
yeah, I never watched this. I knew about this show,
Who
never
cares
saw
about
it.
being
It's like
bone
what?
grinders?
Number 3, Nick Studio 10.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Okay, yeah, not.
But I will go.
No idea.
You shall pick a red ingredient.
I will start with red.
Technically, this wasn't really a full-length show, but it was universally loathed enough to earn a spot on this list.
Wow.
From February to June 2013, our weekdays were plagued with an afternoon.
This wasn't a show,
hosted
and yet
by
it was
forgettable
hated enough to
teenagers,
made it number
which
3 on this
includes
list.
activities
Wow.
with Nick stars and allegedly funny little sketches aimed for the preteen demographic.
Oh my gosh.
Eggplant.
I love eggplant. I thought it was like.
I love eggplant. And this one was
Eggplant.
Give me that.
However, the studio content had no real structure, making all the activities into a loud, unpleasant mess. And their attempts at skits
It's a fart in a jar.
Oh, what?
taste in viewers' mouths.
The
What?
following is an important announcement.
Hey, look, the Fox Running staff.
Worst of all, they
Fox
frequently
Running.
interrupted any good Nick program with random clips, just because they could. Thankfully, the block was pulled that summer, and Nickelodeon watchers rejoiced.
Cheers.
Number 2, Fanboy,
Fanboy,
and Chum
yeah, it's like no.
Adding to
Just from the
network's
TV
plentiful
spots,
list of
I could
dynamic
tell
duos
this
of
was
Fanboy and Chum
annoying.
Chum, 2 fifth-grade comic book geeks whose everyday antics include sipping Frosty Freezy Freezes, pining over an Arctic-themed superhero, or just being a nuisance to everyone around them.
Robot, how would you like to switch frames?
Totally bogus, dude.
While the show does sneak in the occasional pop culture reference or movie spoof, those are tragically overshadowed by the unsightly, over-the-top visuals and annoyingly loud characters.
Yeah.
And topped off with gross-out humor and dated jokes. What's even more shocking, it's rumored that Nickelodeon picked this show over Adventure Time, which ended up going to Cartoon Network.
And I never saw Adventure
we've all
Time.
made mistakes.
But wow, even I could tell like Adventure Time's superior to this. It's far superior to this.
Totally worth it.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few dishonorable mentions.
Pretty Panda is so cute that just
never heard of it.
looking at its picture can turn your eyeballs into birthday presents.
Oh, yay! I got presents!
I don't know
Ew.
your game, but it
I have no game.
You can say that
Never
again.
heard of
Come
it.
on, let's go.
Skinner?
No
where's
idea.
your concert ticket?
Ah! Where's yours? Ah!
Number 1, Fred the Show.
Hey guys, good thing you're here. Tell me what you think. This shirt or this one?
Okay, I think I'm done. I am glad that Nickelodeon raised their prices on to have their channel on the cable service, because that is why my cable service decided to stop showing Nickelodeon, because by raising their prices, that means that my cable service has to pay them more. And that means that the cable service providers had to raise the prices on their customers, like myself, and so I had to pay more for this. So, and this is the material I would have gotten if we actually had to pay more for Nickelodeon. So thank you, Liberty Cable, Liberty Service Provider Cable for Puerto Rico. Thank you very much. You did me a great service. Thank you. Wow. Breadwinners, I knew about. That skateboard one, I knew about. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Sheen World, I knew about. I still had Nickelodeon when those things were on, I believe. Well, actually, Sheen and Fanboy and Chum Chum. I think also the Skater Guys. By Breadwinners, I no longer had Nickelodeon. Yeah. Ugly Martians, though, I saw that easily. I didn't mind much. I mean, my focus was more on the Martian than the actual humans. And I thought the Martians were pretty cool, guys. But wow! Hoo ho ho! And yeah, Nick Cannon. The Nick Cannon show, okay. I think I have remember seeing that, but I was never interested in watching it. And honestly, from what I've seen here, I think that show would have probably thrived more on the YouTube scene as opposed to like a TV series on the small screen. Well, I do wonder what Nick Cannon's doing today. Yeah, I loved him and all that. I love all the cast and all that. Well, the original cast up to when they started replacing everyone, and then it just didn't have the same feel for some reason. Oh well. So everyone, thank you all for watching and for recommending this video. As always, comment down below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Until the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.